Alright, sorry. Ellie climbed on my desk and they just had their, what time is it? Lunch. Yeah, they just had their lunch and well, she's being really sweet. She's loving up on me. As sweet as she usually is, she's extra sweet after she gets her food. I can relate to that. So she's on my desk being all cuddly. Alright. Alright. Doing some more herding today. We did some herding yesterday, didn't we? That was yesterday. What day is today? Monday? Yeah. Yeah. So it can't be Tuesday. I would have missed my therapy if it was today. If it was Tuesday. Tuesday was today. Yes. Yes. Alright, yeah. So yeah. Alright, 2 for 2. That's great. But let's do a puzzle first. If nothing else, puzzles are helps us to relax and put things in perspective, which I recognize isn't why we're here today doing herding. But if nothing else, it'll give people a chance to show up. So let's find a pretty looking picture here. We found a really pretty one yesterday. So we will start streams with puzzles. That's a pretty one. Hold on. Words are hard for me right now. I haven't finished my coffee yet. Right. Yes. Sorry. Oh my. We're gonna get there as a team. But I think we found one here. Yeah, looks like it. Let's I'm gonna put that up on the OBS. We're gonna do some puzzle stuff. Give people a chance to show up if they want to join in on the puzzle. That is an option as well. I clearly need to update my chats because when I raid someone, in case you don't stream, when you raid someone, your chat box becomes their chat box. So I need to redo that. Alright. Anything compromising though? Theme Park Inc. is still up there because I still haven't gotten around to... Stop! I love my cats so much. They snip at each other. Cats, they fight sometimes. Nothing serious. They're just like swatting at each other a little bit. Right. Miles ended up enjoying a spot that Ellie usually enjoys, and she was being a butt about it. All right. So give me a second to bring up that new chat box, and we should be able just to hop into. Hold on. Be able to hop into doing a puzzle. I'll put the code up on screen. I invite people to join me doing puzzle stuff, but if no one's here yet, that's fine too. We just try to have a casual, relaxed puzzle time. So that should be everything. Yeah. Oh, my niece is still here. She just, I don't know what went wrong. There was a point in time where she was actually kind of sweet. I don't like kids. I really don't like kids actually. But there was a point in time where she was kind of sweet. Now all she does is scream and throw stuff and just, I don't want to be around her. So I don't. That's the benefit of her not being your child. You can just choose not to be around them. Right. Alright, so... Looks good to me. How many pieces we got? 108? We usually do low hundreds. That's about right. Toss up a link in case anyone decides that they want to stop by. Like I said, we can welcome that, but No worries. If it's just us doing a puzzle, then we get to have some relaxed puzzle business. Nothing wrong with that. Or if anyone wants to stop in, I welcome that too. That's the reason I do stuff on stream. You know, you can just as easily do stuff, well, by myself, but it's nice when you get a little bit of company. That's the benefit. Do stuff on stream, and every once in a while, really wonderful people just decide to show up. So that's nice for me. Well, I have the hardest time meeting people. Like, I don't understand how you're supposed to start a conversation with somebody you don't know. Like, right? Like you could recognize someone has like the same hobbies as you, and you want to chat. How are you supposed to talk to somebody? I never understood that. But this situation, you guys just show up, and I'm thrilled about that. All right. So that's not right. That is. I think these. Luxby, good morning. How are you doing, friend? Hope you're doing well. Not sure if you're keen on puzzling, but you know, just in case, there's a link. Hope you're doing well. We're doing more herding today because entropy. No, I had such a great time yesterday. I felt like, you know, it was just the right thing to do. It seems like, are we missing a piece still? Yeah, seems like it. Okay, hold on. No worries. Just wanted to offer. Felt like I'd be a bad host if I didn't. Hope your work goes well for you, though. You are a good friend just for stopping in and saying hello. So, I have to be missing a piece, right? Either I'm missing a piece or there's just something obvious with the pieces we have that I'm missing. Bella, stop. Oh my god, my kids are trying to kill me, right? Like, currently. Right now. I think I'm just probably missing something. Right, maybe, we'll see. Okay, let's find out. You? Okay. Yes, right? No. So it would have to be, because this wouldn't go any... Wait, hold on. I lied, I'm an idiot, never mind. Okay. Yes, okay, so we are in fact missing exactly one piece. Okay. Ha! Anime joke. Alright. Piece? Piece? Where are you at? This might take a while. It's taking Luffy like 3,000 episodes to find that piece. I just picked a random number, and it happens to be my number. That is wildly coincidental. Okay. Alright, it's fine. We got there in the end. It's a joke because if you're unfamiliar with the anime One Piece, it's like over 1,000 episodes. It's the most ridiculous thing. Alright, that's a left one. Okay, lovely. Nailing it. Getting it. Alright. Oh, here's the picture, by the way. I did another really pretty space one. Wow. Pretty sky one, I suppose. I guess. I mean, maybe both. Alright. Here's the bottom one. PlayStation 1. Code, good morning. Hope you're doing well today. Well, it's a PS1 game. Special Forces. And it might have been on 64 also. It might would it have been on Nintendo? I think it might have been on Nintendo 64 also. I know Anthology Sub-Zero was on 64, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. I'm usually mistaken. I think we got all of the... That's probably not true at all. I've got no reason to believe we have all the edge pieces, but we have a lot of them, so let's just do that. Alright. And these road ones seem to be very straightforward, so let's just do some of these. I mean, yeah, there we go. Okay, there's the corner. We don't know how far down it goes yet. Okay, so we are in fact missing some of the bottom ones then. Well, yeah, a couple, right? But no, code, we anymore we begin our streams with some puzzling time. It's a nice way to relax before the pain starts. You know, you feel. I've just been enjoying this. It was as the big, he suggested doing puzzles on here as a point purchase. I just enjoyed doing them so much. We just made it a beginning of the stream thing. So we start our streams with a puzzle now. Okay, puzzle. There we go. There we go. Cool. Say 4, 2 here and 2 there. Seems we're missing. Yeah, it just I mean it's relaxing in this one. I don't know if you were busy. I recognize it's probably. I mean it may still be workday for some people, but this one's fun in that this site lets you do co-op puzzling. So this also gives me an opportunity to do stuff with my friends when we hang out, you know. As much fun it is to chat and watch someone play a game, I mean, this gives people the opportunity to join in. And I love that. Although I'm missing... Nope, there we go. Alright. So, there's this one. So we're missing exactly one piece on the edge. Oh, and bonus feature besides co-op, if you push the R key, they all go around to the edge again, clean up for you. But if you hold it down, they shimmy. And you guys know how much I love shimmying. I don't make assumptions in case you don't. I love shimmying. Boop. There we go. All right. Okay. I mean, doing pretty well so far, right? That red line. Let's hold off on that one. Yeah, wiggly jigsaw. Look at it. Dancing. Yeah, like, they're just having a good time. We're relaxing, puzzling. You know, they're excited about it. Like, oh, man, they just can't wait. Ooh, I know. I feel you. I'm right alongside you. Yeah, it is. It's the best thing. It really is the little things, isn't it? I've got no idea why it would be like that. Besides, like, maybe they're thinking if you reset it, that's just not right. You have to do it a couple times just to get the exact right look at the pieces. And by whatever reason, if you hold it down, it just causes that to happen. And I'm so glad I decided to hold the button down, because why else? Like, why would you ever? And we just stumbled upon it one day. I'm very happy. You know, it really is the little things. You just gotta be able to enjoy stuff sometimes. You gotta be able to enjoy stuff. Try to. Every once in a while. Code, I hope you're doing well. I feel like we don't get to talk anymore and I miss you. But also, you know, people be busy sometimes. That's fine. You know, it works both ways. I don't reach out either, but I want you to know I miss you in my heart. But you know, adulthood be like that. That's all right. It really is like that most of the time. That's the thing though. People don't realize, like, you know, you can be good friends with someone. It doesn't mean you have to chat every day. That's the thing about being friends. If your friendship falls apart because you don't talk every day, that means you probably weren't very good friends in the first place. You dig? You feel? You know what I'm saying? Probably not. Maybe. But I'm gonna stand by that statement. Yeah, I get that too. That I am never ever gonna say that I'm more important than a puppy. That's just a lie. That is not true in the least. So I understand that. Them puppies though, yeah. Why am I all of a sudden I can't find any peace at all now? Oh my, what is happening to me? Oh my god, hold on. Should we let's go on the road first. Hold on, let's go to the road first. We'll do some road pieces and build up our confidence. Tackle that sky later on. All right. That is, I'm still, but I mean it's still really sweet though. You know, I love animals. So new puppy, that's very exciting. Yeah, we're getting it. Okay, yeah. Be alright. Mm, okay. There? Yeah, okay. I say I know that is connected to the road in some way. What's there? Okay. I mean, yeah, the road was very straightforward, wasn't it? That sky, though. Alright. Would I recognize one of, like this one here on the right? Yeah, it's just like, you know, you're still friends. Like, none of the friendship things that contribute to you two being great friends have gone. It's just now there's little bits of space between them, and like that doesn't subtract from anything, right? It's not like friendship isn't like perishable. It doesn't have an expiration date. It's just, you know, like you just miss each other, but you know you respect each other enough to know, like, all right, you know, like, you know, people get busy. It's like you need to be good friends with someone to like respect them enough to know that they're busy, and you know, yeah, that's fine too because you are also busy, but you still care about each other. So it's like, you know, something I've learned in my adult life. You need to every once in a while pause and be like sometimes you be thinking like what if we're not friends anymore? What if they don't want to talk to me? And then you have to just, you know, calm your anxieties for a moment. Be like, no, it's probably not like that. It's just, you know, adulthood be busy, and that's okay. That's fine. But like even sending each other stuff, Mountain Horse and I. Mountain Horse is my best friend. Um, she's wonderful all the time, but sometimes we'll go weeks where we're just sending each other dumb memes we find on Facebook or just stuff, and like that like we're not chatting, but it means that like I crossed her mind enough where she saw something and thought I'm gonna send that to bees, and like if nothing else, that's really sweet. Like in context like that, it's like, yeah, we're good friends. Friendship should be relaxing. It shouldn't be stressful. You shouldn't have to feel like a job where you're like, am I sending this person enough messages to qualify as their friend? No, it's just like, you know, you're friends, and sometimes you chat and sometimes you don't. Okay, where is this piece going? There? No? Are you sure? Can we try it again? No? Still no. Really? Okay. All right. If you say so, Chief. You're the boss. You got it, Slugger. All right, champ. Whatever you say, Colonel. Uh, I was really wanting to find this one down here, but that's just not happening. Actually, let's find that one down there. Is this one? No. Why can't I find this piece? There we go. Located it. Ah. So. Hey, Bella. Bella's being sweet. Hey, sweetheart. I know. You're not always causing trouble. I know. Sometimes it's the other two, but it does seem like a lot of the time it is you causing trouble. For being real, to be honest with you, as your father, maybe you should knock it off. Still love you. Probably knock it off. All right. So let's look at more sky pieces. Actually, that should be easier than I'm making it out to be. Because there's that one there. If you just take it one step at a time, then you'll clear off a chunk for yourself, and yeah, it'll be a lot easier. There we go. Alright, see, we're getting there. Started a new show last night, but when I say started it, I mean I was halfway through episode 1 when my sleeping pills kicked in. So I don't have anything to say about it yet. But if it's a good show, you know how nerds are. If it's a good show, I'll never shut up about it. So I'm sure you'll hear about it. But there's your warning. Yeah, that's to look forward to. What am I missing here? Hold on. Oh God, no, I'm an idiot. Never mind. I was looking for something that doesn't even exist. Okay, never mind. Just put that there. We're gonna forget that happened. I missaw something apparently. Right. But it is it's funny because it was a Netflix show and it came out like 2020 maybe 2021. I don't know. It's newer, but it's past the point of time where like if a show is going to get big and blow up, it would have by now, and it didn't, and it's baffling to me because I'm not sure exactly when Squid Game came out. Big, good morning. How are you doing today? Appreciate you. Hey, I'm glad we puzzling. Real puzzle hours. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. But no, it's similar enough to Squid Game where I'm wondering which one came out first. But was Squid Game a Netflix show? Because this was also a Netflix show. It doesn't count as copyright if they did it twice. It's just lazy. But I suppose if they're both good shows, right? I was a big fan of Squid Game. Came to it really late, but the benefit of me not being on any social media is I never have anything ruined for me ever. It's great. Control C, Control V. What? Okay, yeah. Then they made both shows. So yeah, they didn't plagiarize. That's just kind of a little bit lazy, but I mean, if it's a good show out, right? Ah, gotcha. Right. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say it's a good show. I haven't gotten into it yet, but it's funny because I think this one might have came out first. So like, this very well could be like a first draft. I don't know. It's just funny to me that there's an entire show like this that just I'd never heard of until last night. I was just googling stuff, and oh, sorry, you can't be talking about googling on it's family friendly chat. Gotta not do that. Right. It's fine. Right. Where would this go then? Here? Somewhere? Hold on. What am I looking at? There are some mountains in here somewhere. Okay, there we go. I'm like, I know there's mountains in here. I'm losing my mind. Alright, cool. But no, yeah, it seems very similar, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Like I said, I'm sure if it turns out good, I mean good and not well. I mean like I don't mean like they made the show good. I meant if the quality of the show is good. Right. So that's good. Fight me. If it turns out to be a good show. Oh, I never changed that. I just assume you know it's me. Yeah, we did. Good job, Big. Proud of you. 10 out of 10. Human being and puzzler. But no, I'm a nerd, so if it turns out to be a good show, I will never shut up about it. It's that you can look forward to that. Not gonna tell you what it is though yet because, like I said, I refuse to have things spoiled for me. I don't want to even give people the opportunity. All right. Oh, we were actually gonna do a game today, weren't we? All right. Well, let's do that. I suppose. I'm having such a nice time. Why do we have to do a herding? Why did I decide that was something that we were doing today? Oh, right. Well, fine. All right. Give me a moment. We're gonna be doing that. Get my windows back into place. Bring the game up. Oh, that's disappointing. All right. Well. Too much hydration. Ah, gotcha. You gotta. All right. Okay, appreciate you. Be safe. Good luck. Believe in you. It's one of my favorite things to tell people whenever anyone tells me they have to use the restroom, I always tell them good luck. And every time, it gets the same reaction every single time. Confusion. And I love it. That's my favorite. If you can make people laugh, that's great. If you can confuse people, that's even better. Alright. I mean, ideally both, but, confusion. Just, mix up people's lives a little bit, Keep them on their toes. People are always like, it makes people think. They're certain in their worldview, and they know things for a fact. Introduce them to a little bit of chaos. Let them know that the things that they know maybe aren't as certain as they think they are. Like good luck. What does he mean by good luck? What would be luck dependent upon this activity I'm about to do? And it just it impacts them for the rest of their day. Right. All right. Makes them stop and think about things. Like, what madman would say good luck? What absolute lunatic. I'm not inviting them to my next barbecue. I'm very sad about that. I love barbecues. This one seems like it may be quiet, but I'd rather turn it up a bit. Let's get the game starting first. That was just the loading screen. Alright. Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Be gentle. Alright. Clean my glasses. We can get into it. Oh my god, yes. Oh. Hold on. Was this the best game ever that we accidentally started playing? Hold on, I thought we were playing a bad game. This is perfect in every way. What is happening? It's like we're about to watch a buddy cop movie with like Scorpion, and I love this. What is bad about this? This is amazing. Big, good morning. Welcome back. I'm gonna be honest. If it's related to the activity you were just performing, maybe save that for just keep that in the hip pocket. Save that for later, maybe. Come into my house and messed with all your clocks. That is terrifying. Do you call the police? Because they're all bad people. Um, okay, what's happening here? Normal difficulty, easy, hard. If my experience is any indication, it seems like it's still a little quiet. But I guess we'll see. Let me know if it's still a little quiet, I suppose. With my experience in these games, usually they're balls wrenchingly hard, so like we probably should go for easy, but let's just leave it on the default for right now. Let's do 25%, I suppose. Wait, hold on. That's gonna bother me for the end of time if I don't. We gotta pause and see what his crimes are on his wanted poster. I I need to know. That's important to me. All right, Kano, what you be doing? Kano, knock it off. We live in a society. Oh. This isn't you. You're better than this. Oh, God. Thank you. Kano, what are you doing? Come on. Knock it off. We've been over this. Alright. Stop it. Come on, crime. Okay, that's the. Okay, smuggling, trafficking of narcotics, illegal arms possession. Well, I mean, they're attached, buddy. There's not much you can do about it. Okay, conspiracy to compromise national security. Jesus Christ, first degree murder. Okay. I was gonna say, it's tough out there. Besides the murder thing, I could kind of like let those go. Well, I mean, national security. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes my country's not the best either. In the worst case scenario. For numerous crimes. Okay, wait, there were a couple at the bottom, but I think we got a glimpse. Honestly, aside from the murder, like, don't get me wrong. Selling drugs, it's not the best thing in the world. You don't want to get people like hooked on a substance, ruin their life or anything. But at the same time, it's tough out there, and if you need a little bit of assistance to help you get through the day, right? And by extension, there would need to be people out there to provide for you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it really depends. It's like situation to situation kind of thing. But also, a lot of these are excusable. That's what I'm saying. Just goes up to the microphone like, so I murdered a man with my laser eye. Oh, yes. All right. Anywho, I felt like we should get into that, right? All right. All right. Why is this so quiet? If you draw Kano at an open mic, please post that. Just please post that. I need that. Hold on. Ooh. Is it still quiet to you guys? Because it's at 60% right now, and it's like I know that's a lot higher than usual, but it seems like a very quiet game. I guess let me know if it's blaring right now.
Jax, we have an urgent situation that demands your attention.
Alright.
What's the problem, Gemini?
We have a breakout at the Special Forces Maximum Security Facility.
Gemini.
A group of highly dangerous superhuman criminals has escaped the compound and are at large. The list of escaped prisoners is as follows. No Face, Tazia.
Did they really name him No Face? Did he name himself No Face, or did they name him No Face? Because I feel like that's a world of difference right there. And depending on the answer, you know, maybe we should leave him alone.
Derek and Trimmer. They apparently are hiding out in an abandoned warehouse on the south side of town. There's something else you should know. The prisoners received help from an outside source.
That's actually, I'm not sure how big the prison must have been, but they just listed off like 4 or 5 different dudes, right? And she just said they were large, so I don't know how big that prison's got to be. I mean, there's fighting. It depends on your definition of fighting, I suppose. But yeah, there is people punching each other.
You guessed it.
Gemini, tell operations ETA 60 seconds to the warehouse. Inform Lieutenant Sanchez not to infiltrate the warehouse until my arrival.
Affirmative. Oh, wait, hold up, Jax. I have a transmission coming in from Lieutenant Sanchez. I'll patch it through.
So far, I love this game. Alright. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Cars aren't supposed to be on fire. Not even sometimes.
Kano, you're gonna pay for this.
Oh my god. That was perfect. That was perfect in every way. Kano, you're gonna pay for this. I feel like I might be wrong, but the voice actor didn't get a chance to see the animation when he was reading that. There seems to be a sort of disconnect there. He delivered Kano, you're gonna pay for this with all of the conviction of a man who just got a parking ticket. And that was clearly not what they were going for with that animation. Oh, Kano, you're gonna pay for this. I mean, yeah. Luxby, did you get funny, or have I just forgot how funny you are? Oh my. Ooh, hold on. Yes. Some more of that. I'll have what she's having. Are each of my... Hold on. So, each of my 4 face buttons are an attack. How do I jump? Can I jump? Jump? Jump. Block? Okay, hold on. Jump, jump, jump. Crisscross? Jump. Block? Spin? Twirl? You do be noodly, though. Yeah, you've been, like, very funny, like, today and yesterday, at least. If, like, I say, if nothing else. Like, right, you're, ooh, noodle. He noodling. So, okay. Oh my god. Perfect. Probably longer than this week, but I just wish I could jump. Why can't I jump? I hate that I can't jump. I've got a first person. That is wild. What is happening? I don't know if they're gonna respawn infinitely, so I'm just gonna Does that pop up on OBS? Do you guys see that? Yeah, I've got experience points. Hold on, look at that. Do I level up? Do I unlock jumping once I reach level 2? What level do I have to be to jump? Because I'm clearly not white, so I should have access to jumping. That tracks. All right. I have an abundance of attacks though. Look at this. I've got 4 different attacks. I don't want to fight any more dudes. It takes like 6 minutes. You give him the old leg noodle. Noodling around. Give him the left, right. Good night. Alright. Get some no. I'm mad about that. Wait, I unlocked a new combo. Oh my god. Really? 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 Next level. Whoa! Game, I feel like you're going a little gung-ho there all of a sudden. So it seems like we're never going to reach level 3. That sucks, but alright. Did you really have to? I feel like that's a little racist, but alright. Weapons. Do I get weapons?
That's what you get for being a bad guy!
He'll think twice before he breathes. Again. I'll tell you that. Do I really have a... I really have a look function. It's because the camera sucks is why. That's why they did that. Hold on. That's just a graphical thing. There's no hole in that fence, but it's still bugging me that I can't go through that fence. Okay. Right. I'm not gonna be a bad guy for very much longer, I'll tell you that. Whoop. Can I drive a forklift at somebody? Can I throw a forklift at somebody? Oh. Well, I don't know if I can actually win a fight against 2 dudes at once. Big, obviously you don't understand what's going on here. Oh my god. Stop it. Leave me alone. Game development, Big, it's not a science, it's an art, okay? You gotta feel it with your soul. The soles of your feet. You gotta be, you know. Are they gonna follow me through there? Can they follow? I think we lost them. Okay, right. We did not in fact lose them. They can't cross the doorway. Can I throw something at them? Can I hit them? Can I hit them? Noodle? 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 Can they hit me from here? They can hit me from here. Okay, well. I'm trying to cheese it so I can like hit him through the wall or something. You would think that that kick would be like really strong, but as slow as it is, it doesn't do anything. Like, it just leaves me helpless. Okay. I'm desperate to unlock that next level in 6 years. Okay, so there's just no getting back through that door then. Yeah, there's just I can't hit them and they can hit me, so that's not great. Can we maybe we can despawn them or something? Probably not. I was all for this until I realized that if you fight more than one thing at once, you're just gonna be dead. Okay. So, door. Oh, okay. Very rude. Wait, are they just gonna fight me one at a time? Because if that's the case, okay. Never mind. Oh my god, I love that. What? Like the way he swings his arms. Look at that. That's adorable. you know? Give him the old razzle-dazzle, Jax. You know, that's what you get for being a bad guy. Do I get a key card? Do any of those guys give me a key card? They're all employees here, I'm assuming. They're wearing hard hats. Did we just murder a bunch of civilians? I think we did. Hey. The old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many. You know, we were doing it for a while. Right. Can I grab a barrel? The game is really putting me in a game with barrels, and I can't use the barrels. I'm mad, actually. That's like video game 101. You use barrels as weapons, right? Ever since Donkey Kong, you just barrels. They're weapons. That's why they don't let you carry them on a plane. Ever try? I promise you they'll stop you. Why do you think shotguns are described using barrels? There you go. That's why, in case you ever wondered about that. Yeah, right? Like, if it's going to be decoration, I feel you. You can't have empty rooms. Don't give me barrels as decoration. I'm going to want to use them. Could you not program an explosion? Is that what you're talking about? Like that's just very disappointing. Gun? No, hold on. Hold on. Guys, this game got good again. Maybe, we'll see, hold on. Machine gun. Count to 0. So do I need ammo, maybe? Select button. Use. So... ammo. Okay, I have no ammo. Okay, that's disappointing. So maybe if we shoot the barrels, they'll explode. I'm hoping that they'll let us do something with them barrels. That is what I'm hoping. Do these guys respawn? Well, how is this happening? How do I get up there? Can I get up there? I don't have a jump, so... okay. I can't jump, but there's, I mean, in a typical... sure. In a typical, like, beat 'em up like this, you would just heal automatically. But I like the fact that it lets me, like, save it if I want. Yeah, like, you see how he put the gun away? Like, yeah, Jacks don't need guns. Jax is like, hold on, is it Jaxton here or is it just me? And he's flexing at him. Okay. So I know how to climb on some of those things. But health is limited and I can't beat bad guys without taking a little bit of damage myself, so we're just gonna have to continue. No elevator power. Right. No, yeah, it took me a second to realize what you were saying, but I got there in the end. It's fine. Happens. You know, maybe you just need some more coffee in your life. That happens all the time. Rude. Oh my god. Sir. Man, this security guard takes his job very seriously. It's not fair. He's got more attacks than I do. What is happening? I can't hit him. Jesus. Okay. Do I bump into like the boss or something? Okay. So run at him and hit him. Because apparently I can hit him before he hits me. But if we're face to face, he's so much faster than I am. I don't understand. Like, this is my fast attack. And he's just like wailing on me. Yeah, loading zones. It's his weakness. It's his Achilles heel. He doesn't know how to tell if there's a door somewhere or not. / how to open a door. Yeah, it doesn't work. I tried. It does not work. They lied to us. Oh my god, that guy ruined my evening. Alright. Power room key. Okay. Well, let's hope we don't bump into any more of those guys ever, because that'd be an issue. Bullets? Ah, bullets. Toilet? Oh my god. That's weird. Okay. I mean, you always talk about like how most games don't have toilets in them. Some of them do. Most of them don't. You know, Henchman got a poop too. Not Parasite Eve. What was the one we did yesterday? The Ring. The Ring had a toilet in it. It's the most exciting part of the game.
You can't eat. And you know eat rhymes with sweet. And I'm gorgeous over here. Boy, we honeybees over here.
We do be honeybees over there, though. Thank you, Defoe. Current champ. All-Star. Smash Mouth. Real MVB. Gotcha. We do be honeybees. You know what game? Like, GoldenEye had a bathroom in it, actually. Ladder? Okay. So, the top button, the triangle button, is, climb, apparently. Alright. Now we know that. Alright, we got a med pack. So we can heal it from that just unkillable god monster that we bumped into. That's nice. Oh, you don't have to equip the bullets, it just happens. That's another good feature. The key looks like an actual key instead of like one of those old iron ones. I've got to say, big fan of that. Mortal Kombat. You ever think about that? How many keys in video games look like old iron keys that are outdated? Modern game, modern key. Big fan. You know what I'm not a fan of? To bring up that menu, it's select instead of start. I hate that. Yeah. Okay. Well, no, thank you. We're gonna get out of here. Yeah. Ooh, Jack's he running. he going. He's doing his best. Right. Oh, hold on. That key goes down here, don't it? I would bet that key goes here, right here, for the elevator, right? It does say high voltage. Yes. So electric key, high voltage, right? That makes sense. That actually that makes sense. I'll be honest. Jax doesn't know how to hit switches. All he knows is punching. I mean, besides the combat sucking in every way it's possible to suck at combat, it's not that bad of a game so far. We got the elevators working. We'll go use an elevator. We murdered like six guys to get that elevator working, so you know, like, so let's. Oh. Yeah, we murdered, like, those people's families are gonna be devastated, but we got an elevator working. Jax could have just used the stairs. Would have been healthier for you. Oh, there we are. Okay, so this is the basement, right? That makes sense. Oh my god, you're right. Kato, his number one thing was murder. We're just like casually killing people. Yeah, but we're the good guy, so it's okay. It's okay when we do it. We're Luxby. I understand. Like, hold on. I need to explain to Luxby what's going on here. So, friend, as an American, I need to explain something to you. If you've been around America long enough, we're completely willing to do the thing the bad guys are doing to kill the bad guys. It's just kind of what we do. Someone blows someone else up, we blow them up. Because. So, Jax is American, is what I'm saying. So, like, I can't critique the game for that. It's very accurate, is what I'm saying. Oh god, that one knows how to operate doors. Oh, Jesus, the enemies are getting stronger. They can use doors. This is that strong guy. Why is there 3 of them? Get away from me. Okay. Right. I don't want to waste all the bullets though. If I can't kill these guys with my arms, then we're just screwed. I'm assuming there's gonna be harder enemies, and I need. You think experience points will give me like stats, they'll make me stronger, or do you think they just give me useless combos? I mean, the other 2 guys seem to have left, didn't they? Hold on. Look. Oh, hey. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it seems like they're gonna give me useless combos, but like, oh Christ. If nothing else, the enemies have a tremendous sense of fair play. They'll only fight you one at a time, and I gotta think, like they might be bad guys, but like, yeah. Okay, so I mean, hear me out. I don't want to use the gun because of how like the bad guys are fighting me one at a time with their fists. If I pull out a gun, that's just like, that's not cool, right? Am I alone in thinking that? Like, if they're gonna fight fair, I should fight fair, right? Yeah. Like, I don't want to show up and be a cheater. Is there anything in here? I don't know what my interact button is. It seems like my interact button is the triangle, which is also the kick, so I'm just periodically kicking stuff to see what's going on. Yeah, like... Okay, counter argument. We just got done with the American conversation. We are Americans. That would be very on brand also. So, I'm kind of conflicted. In fact, I'm kind of mad he didn't bring a gun with him. Actually, why didn't he bring a gun with him? Isn't that... Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. Isn't he supposed to be like this elite police officer? I recognize he has metal arms. Guns are available in this world. You'd think he would at least, like, you know, had it as a backup. What if he was fighting a guy in a helicopter? What then? Right? Yeah. Oh, God, Jax, I have to take Jax's American card away from him. That should be the first answer to all your problems. Okay. Well, good news. We get our gun now. Okay, so use gun, yes. Oh. We've got to be a lot more careful with our ammunition. Jesus Christ. The guy just exploded. But we wasted all of our bullets. Like, it was gone in a moment. I was wow. Yeah, that's very, very good. Okay. No, don't keep shooting. Hold on, how do I have to actually go into the menu and, like... Hold on, how do I Wait, can I... What? I do have an unequip button. Wait. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, yeah, okay, so the gun is very strong, right. Gotcha. Right, that's fine. We're gonna save that for a boss, or I guess another gentleman with a gun. I keep forgetting I have a block option. That would probably be helpful. Fire escape closed. I've got metal arms. Can't this door doesn't look that strong. Can I punch the door open? Do you think I'd be able to? You all right? Well, I saw Jax one time rip a man's spine out of his body. You telling me I can't punch through that door? There's glass. All right. So this whole thing was a waste of time then, right? Is that the conclusion we're reaching? Fine. Okay. I mean, if you do a little bit of blocking here, then it actually, I mean, yeah, it helps you to not take as much damage, because you can't just infinite combo these guys. Eventually they'll start hitting you back. So blocking periodically, I guess, like, actually helps. Still can't get through a fight without taking any damage, which kind of sucks, but yeah, we're getting there. Can I tell you guys something? It's something I've been meaning to address on here. I'm not actually. I want to get your take on it, because like part of this whole thing, I want to like compare the games to each other in regards to badness, right? Am I just like getting desensitized, or this doesn't seem that bad to me? And I don't know if it's like this game isn't that bad, or if I've just seen some things. I've went through the horrors of war, and I just like I come out the other end a lot sturdier or something. Wall. So we need to find a bomb, because there's no way in the world that that's not explodable. All right. Security access. My fists are the. Yeah, like the combat is awful. Don't get me wrong, but like we've played some games on here. Like you've been here. You know. Is there like a combo I can do to open this clearly explodable wall? All right, fine. Okay. Oh well, you know, I'm learning how combos work. All right, it's timing. So you have to wait for him to get done with his combo before you put your guard down. That makes all the sense in the world. It's not the game's fault I'm being stupid. All right, okay, grab anything. I've got 2 massive metal arms, and I've not yet been able to grab anything in this game. That is very disappointing. Okay. But like the thing is, I've heard like horror stories about how bad this game is. People just like will not shut up about it. And I recognize that's a case of like, if you ask the internet what the worst games are, they'll give you some not good games, but I promise you they're not the worst games. I've played some things, guys. I've been through the trenches, all right. okay, I mean, we got Kombat down. It sucks that they do take that many hits, but you could tell, like, they put an actual effort to make it, like, fighting. I mean, it's a fighting game character. So if you would have just been able to run around mashing the punch button and killing everybody, that wouldn't have been as satisfying, right? You have to actually, like, block and do different... I mean, I do the same punch, so like, don't get me wrong, it's not, like, the best combat in the world, but you have to time when you punch and when you block, and that's something. Not good, but decent. Yeah. I guess, yeah, like... I don't know. I think I'm just like... God, I don't know. You play Chester Cheetah Wild Wild Quest, and it changes you inside, and I think I just... You know what it is? When something breaks you down into your core elements, just turns you into like a mush of a human being, you can't get broke down any more than mush. I think these games have made me as weak as I can possibly be, and now they have no effect on me anymore, is what's happening. Probably. Let's see, I suppose. Oh, okay. My concern is I don't even know if we're supposed to be here. But I don't have any more keys, and we've checked every floor, right? Haven't we? Got the elevator working. We've yet to find anything to do with the elevator, just leading us to a bunch of dead ends. Alright, yeah. Okay, one critique I will say. When you're in rooms like this with like an enemy with a ranged attack that's all the way over there, you can't see him from the top down like this. Well, I mean, kinda. I can see him up there, but if it's not straight down, it's at an angle. So if they're directly above you, yeah. If they're any other direction, you can't see them, and they can hit you, even though you can't see them. And the game tries to get around that with the look function, but it's bullets. By the time you go into look mode, they're already shooting you. I will say, though, it only takes, like, a few bullets to kill dude, so as long as you're, like, really gentle in that shoot, like, aiming, assuming you don't take forever to tag them with your bullets, it only takes a few of them to kill the guy, so we can actually start to reserve a little bit of ammunition, assuming I don't die quickly now because I'm almost dead. Right. I've got a flashing blue meter underneath my health. You think I'm going to get like a special attack here? Ouch. Fine. Oh, very nearly dead. You think if I level up they'll heal me? You think they would? Please? What? When you've got a gun, your look turns into a scope. Guys, that's really cool. Can I hit you from here? I can hit you from here. It does heal you. Super uppercut. Okay, sure thing, Chief. We're gonna pull that one off. All right. Couldn't do the last one. Oh man. Who said this was a bad game because they lied to you? Wow. Christ. Look at that amount of experience they need, though. In my life, I've never known it, like levels to jump up that quickly. Alright. Large med pack. Is there anything in here? Or is that... Oh, hold on. Okay. time it right, yeah, you can like block all their stuff. That's not, like that's entirely on me. Okay. The camera's a little frustrating. I'm willing to admit. Oh, you hitting me. You can hurt me even if I'm blocking. Well, and that means it's gun time. Wait, hold on. Can I? Okay, if you push R2, you can actually just bust out the gun. Okay, rad. All right, guys. I feel kind of bad. This is supposed to be a bad game. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, if I'm having fun, then that's not a bad game, right? Hey, buddy. It looks like bullets behind you. All right. You gonna come over here? Hey. Ouch. I get so many more punches in than I realized against these guys. It's those extra spicy boys that were giving me a hard time. You only hit them a few times before. Detonator. Okay, right. Okay. So we got a detonator. Do we actually need an explosive, or is this game just gonna give me like explodey powers now? Hold on. Can I just? Is that explodes after 3 seconds? Oh, 5 of them. Okay. Guys. Oh, we just placed one. Right. Well, that sucks. You place them from the menu. Right. Well, I hope we didn't need all 5, because if that's the case, then we're just kind of, we're gonna have to get around that somehow. Get. Oh God, Jax is built like a Sherman tank. This is just where I was before. Really? Wait, is it? Hold on, I think it is. Hold on. This is where we were before, right? Yeah. So, why? It was just a shortcut back to the beginning. I wasted 2 bombs on that. I'm mad. Fine. Game, I don't appreciate that. This one here, I think there were several explodey walls that we needed, right? It was one of these rooms. Yeah. Okay, large one heals you fully, and we got 2 of those. That's great. How many bullets? 20 bullets. Guys, we're crushing it. Okay, right? I'm feeling a little concerned because I would assume that these are used as like puzzle solving thing. Like we need to use one of these to open an area we need to get to, and if we run out before then, we're gonna just be stuck. But assuming that doesn't happen, hold on. Let's see if I can run around. Let's see if that's another shortcut. We're gonna hold on. Okay, so yeah, there would be no other way to go. Right. I just want to make sure I'm just not exploding another shortcut and wasting a bomb. Okay. Got 2 left. Hey. Kind of curious how much damage it would do to me, but let's not test that. Wow, I've got a safe state actually. Hold on, we got safe states. Let's test that. Yeah, let's do some science. We haven't done science in a while. Let's do some science. Let's heal up and see what this is gonna do to us. All things considered, that didn't do very much. Like, if that much damage is what it takes to destroy a wall, you'd think I would just be able to punch the wall, right? Okay, so yeah, so either there's a way to refill on those detonators, or if you would have just wasted all of them, there's no way through because you needed that card. That, I don't know. I guess it, well, I'm glad this room is here. That's not an entire waste. I maybe like if you run out and you go back, there might be more, but like that's just speculation. Wait, hold on. Was that door on this floor? I think it was actually. Hold on. Was it this one? Yeah. Cool. Hey. I mean, a tappy, you get one bullet at a time. That is very useful. Let's. I really gotta not be wasting bullets though, right? Alright. It's very satisfying though. How hard of a time these guys are giving me. I love just being able to shoot them. Fire alarm. That would have. That fire escape we couldn't get into before. I'm assuming that unlocks that for whatever reason. You know how fire escapes only work when you pull fire alarm, and otherwise you just can't use them? Yeah, this game understands that. Okay, floor 2, I believe it was. Because it wasn't floor 1, and it wasn't the basement. Or was it? Wait, hold on, that's elevator. Right, hold on. Wait. It might have been upstairs. Hold on. Wait. Floor 4? I'm beginning to think. Hold on. Yeah, it would have been, right? Also, maybe our original plan of running away from everybody was a good look. Or was it? Hold on. No, it was floor 2. I swear it was floor 2. Hold on, get it. Jax, what are you doing? So, yeah, oh god, I'm very upset by this. This game is so much better than it should be. And the reason I'm upset is because that means I'm going to have to do an extra bad one next time. I'm not looking forward to that. Okay. Over... Wait, what is happening? Okay, here we go, yeah, right? Yeah. Over here, right. Yes. Cool. Camera? Thank you. Oh, that's just the terrifying black void beneath us. Okay, carry on. Should we be concerned that this building is constructed on top of the abyss, or is that just par for the course in this world? I need to know what the lore is. Did the henchmen know that they're in a building inside of purgatory, or is it like, is a Groundhog Day situation where it's repeating? Okay, fine. Yeah. you go up and down stairs? You cannot. Can I shoot you from here? I cannot. Well, that puts us in a situation. Oh, or does it? I can just... Okay. Guys, I got good news. We finally found a way to cheese. I was so disappointed that I couldn't cheese this. Here we are. It just requires some stairs. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. Best game. What's going on here? Well, it happened once before. We had a game on here that was actually good. And yeah, I mean, it's bound to happen eventually. I mean, like, if you play enough games that are supposed to be really bad, eventually you're going to bump into ones that are actually decent. People are just mean. Boss door. And it even gives you a warning. I love that. I'm just going to enjoy the music for a little bit. Oh, it's going. Hold on. Did we stumble upon a banger? I think we did. Can I use a detonator on this guy? Hold on, let's find out. Let's use our bullets first. Oh, okay, you're an explodey boy. Gotcha. Wait, can I not use my gun? Oh, you have to... Okay. We'll turn it down a little bit, though. So you can equip and unequip your gun with that button, but you need to have it, like, equipped in the menu, if that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Ouch. Oh, I barely did anything. Hold on. Oh, this guy might be actually impossible. Can I... Wouldn't let me place that thing there. Okay. No! Sir! That's cheating. Hold on. Hold up. Can I... Okay, you're throwing explosives. It is very hard to get close to you. How am I supposed to do that? Like that. Christ! Okay, buddy. Calm down. I wish I would have known how much... The explosive damage doesn't do a lot to me. If it did a lot to him, I would have just been like, stood here and tanked the damage and started punching him. But I got no reason to believe it does more damage to him than it does to me. This guy's got a lot of health. God damn. How am I supposed to hit you? Well, then. Oh. Okay. Guys, we found his weakness. Gravity. Alright. Good job, team. We did it. We punched the man in the back of the head until he died. I love this so much. Okay. This is the pro strat right here. I'm visualizing this in a game. Like, obviously this isn't meant to be like represent a real fight, because this is ridiculous. But what if it did? What if you were watching a man with a flamethrower fight a man with metal arms, and the man with metal arms would just like punch him in the back of the head, and he'd fall over and he'd climb back up, and the man would just punch him again and he'd fall over and he'd climb back up. Imagine spectating this fight in real life. Your mind would be destroyed. You would question reality. Oh god. Oh Jesus, I forgot how low on health we were. Oh, can I? Oh, I really hope I can. Whoa, I really hope I can get him in, locked in place like that again. Yeah, there we go. So when he's doing his fire, you just have to get behind him. The issue is if he's facing you when you hit him, he will no longer fall over. He only falls over if you hit him while he's facing away from you. So you have a very narrow window. If he pivots around enough where he's facing you, then you don't get to anymore. I mean, we had a good bit of damage in here. Yeah. I mean, maybe the least exciting fight you've ever seen in your life. Every time we knock him down, it's like 1 pixel of damage. But, I mean, whatever works. Oh my god. This is how police fight crime in the future. If you don't like it, stay off the streets. Wait, can I... hold on. I think that does a little more damage. And it doesn't give him the opportunity to turn around. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. If I don't do it, I did it way too early. I can't... I think I'm stuck over here now. Hold on. I think he's got me pinned against the wall. Alright. That was just me being dumb and doing it way too early. Buddy, you're not allowed to get better at this. It's against the rules. You're almost dead. I will. Hold on. So, I think he'd eventually run out of fire. Right? Is that a thing? Flamethrower fluid, right? It's not fair if I can run out of ammo. All right. Gotcha. I just have to wait for him to actually stand up all the way. I got a little too gung-ho last time. Other than this, I couldn't even theorize a strategy to fight this guy. This guy's ridiculous. Aside from maybe like saving up every single bullet you have, but even then it barely did any damage to him. This guy's apparently bulletproof.
what you get for being a bad guy.
Okay. The DJ that was accompanying the boss got so scared he ran away.
Jax, I was trying to get through to you. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just had a little fire to snuff out. What's the situation back at headquarters?
Jax, a little fire to snuff out. You just murdered a man. He might have been a bad guy, but Jesus Christ, he was a human being, okay? What is wrong with you?
The deal is, these bad boys have more in common than we thought. Turns out that they were all card-carrying members of Kano's little club, the Black Dragon. Isn't that the game that gave you so much trouble some time ago?
Sure was. Any sign of the escapees?
No. Our troops have swept the area, but they seem to have slipped by us. We were hoping you would be able to track them down, being the man on the inside.
There's an exit ahead of me. I'll see where that takes me. I'll update you when I can.
Be careful you don't scratch those big metal arms of yours. Gemini out.
Oh, we're in the sewers now. Right. You know? Right. Push select button. Obtain. Oh, it gives you actual objectives. See, that's really cool. Ran out of coffee, so I'm just gonna crack into my Capri Sun here. Grape Geyser. Been looking forward to it. Yep. Yeah, well, you know. There we go. That tastes very not grape. Alright. What do we need to do actually? Hold on. Clues from computers. And input them into computers. Okay. Computers. We're looking for computers, right? Yeah. Sir. Oh. That's actually very interesting. Those guys, they have guns, which sucks because they can just hit you from a distance. But if they have guns equipped, they can't block you. They're just locked in place. You can actually just combo them to death. That's actually kind of helpful. So that's one of the doors that we need a code for, right? Yes. Try not to fall into the poo water. Where are you? Oh. Alright. Got that to look forward to. Sir, you're under arrest. So what kind of weapon? We got a large health still. Only 12 bullets? So we get like 6 per guy we kill. I guess it makes a little bit of sense in that, like they used up some of them already. But 6 bullets per dude, that's kind of not. Ah, well. I mean, it takes about 6 bullets to kill a dude, so I guess that balances out. This is just a man with a hard hat and a wrench. I'm pretty sure we're assaulting a public employee, like a man whose just job it is to work in the sewer. We're just gonna kill him. All right, Jax, whatever you feel like you need to do. Big man, just killing a guy trying to make a living. All right, well, sorry. Thank you for your service. Doesn't this seem like a computer that would give us a code for something? It certainly does. The hidden realm exceeds expectations. So the 3, because the letters are right. I mean, It's not the most complex puzzle in the world, but the fact that they did something, yeah. I thought it was just going to be like, you get code. Which would have been reasonable. That's what I would have done if I was making this game. It actually gives you something to do besides just get code, deliver code. I kind of appreciate that. Or do I have to actually input it somewhere? Hold on. Do I have to show the game I've solved the code? Like, is it not just enough that I know what it is? Do I have to actually... Oh, it just straight out underlines them. That's disappointing. I take back what I just said. It does solve them for you. That's weird. Bit of a missed opportunity. Oh. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, this camera, though. Sir! Yeah, now that there's... these guys with guns are really just... Okay, so blocking doesn't do anything. Gotcha. Although we can just shoot one of these guys. I mean, we have not a ton of bullets, but I'm assuming... I mean, they don't take very many bullets to kill either. So... wait. Where'd it go? Yeah. So, I mean, you expend bullets, but you also get that many back, so I guess that's probably a better idea. Stealth. EVLEWT. Is that a word? Am my brain just refusing to think of? Hold on, that's not a word, is it? Evlu. That is not a word. Well, hold on. 3? 3 evlut. Yes, right. Yes, there you go. 3 evlut. You never evluted? I feel sorry for you. Missing out. Sometimes you gotta evolute, you know? Treat yourself. Is that it? Are those it? Alright. Far enough away. If I'm far enough away, I think I can hit him and he hasn't seen me yet. Alright, yeah. And they do in fact give you 6, so that guy took 5 bullets. So yeah, if you're smart about your bullets, yeah, you can do it that way. Alright. Trying to complain about this game, but I mean, it gives you ways around stuff. It's not easy, but I mean, they give you a way around it. It's like a thing with a lot of these games is like it puts you in a situation where you can't fight a guy without taking at least a little bit of damage. So as you fight through multiple people, you're eventually just going to die because you got hurt a little bit along every fight, and you can't stop that from happening. But that's clearly not the case here, right? Although my OBS just got disconnected. Could we back up? OBS? Why are you doing this to me? Why you gotta be like that? OBS, stop it. In case you're wondering about my shirt, it's a cat hugging a rocket ship. Big fan of that. Alright, looks like my OBS came back up, so alright, let's continue. Not sure why it did that, but hopefully it's not indicative of anything to come. Kinda worried about what's gonna be up here. Do you have a gun? Looks like you do. Hold on. Oh, I love that. I love that you can shoot them at a distance like that. Like, this became a stealth mission. Oh, it's so cool. Nine? Or, I swear in German it's N-E-I-N, isn't it? Or are they just a random assortment of... it's probably just random letters, right? Right, probably. So we're just to accept that the first code, coincidentally, was an actual word, right? Hold on. I'd have a sniper rifle now, hold on. Hold L1, sniper mode. L2 button, take out and put away. Fire weapons. There are so many buttons here. This game actually has headshots. Hold on. Let's test this. So here's my gun. And it said... Oh, that just puts your... You can put your gun away when you're in first person also. Okay, so... Sniper rifle, I can just... There we go. Oh, guys, I mean that draw distance. Oops, we accidentally just wasted some bullets. That's too bad. So, I mean, it gives you an option to zoom in to help aim. Well, that's too bad. Make a save state so we don't actually screw ourselves up. Like I make a lot of mistakes. Doesn't seem like we need it, but I'm kind of mad that we wasted 2 out of our 5 bullets. Gotta save your resources. I'm only going to be wasting bullets on the guys with guns because they'll give me bullets back. If I kill a henchman without a gun, then I'm just wasting bullets. Ah, I was so far away, I wasted all my bullets. Nope, save state, remember? Screwed myself over, right. That's cheating, but I'm not about to waste every single one of my bullets like that. Alright, so that's not how you do it. Alright. I think I was just too far away. Yeah, this is just another example of like the camera really just lets this game down. That's too bad, right? So otherwise this would be like a fun game. Oh, I mean draw distance as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, draw distance is disappointing as well, but you know. And it is a little precise in how accurate you need to be. Like you can aim, but they need to be within, like I would have to go around this corner and then go into aim mode. And if I went around the corner, he would have seen me, right? So it's like, you go in aim mode to see people, but they can always see you first, right? What? Okay. Let's just jump down there real quick. No, actually that was what we're supposed to do. Okay. I'm glad I have access to save states, because there's no way in the world I was going to actually jump down there without, like, saving first. It was just a dumb idea I had. Hey, buddy. Can I hit you from here? I'm assuming not, because there's that thing in the way. Or maybe, hold on. Yeah. Alright, well, we leveled up again. We don't get the benefit of grabbing that guy's... Well, I mean, yeah, let's go see if we can go grab his bullets. I don't know if they, like, despawn after a while, or... Anyone else in here? Maybe? Sniper bullets? I don't know if that was, like, a boss or not, but he certainly gave me a lot of experience, and he took a lot of bullets. I mean, yeah, this seems like the place where you'd fight a boss, don't it? I'm guessing that guy would have been, like, there wasn't boss music, it didn't ward me like it did last time, but he seems to have been like the big scary guy here. Enter access code. Okay.
Hey. Hey.
Alright. So this is likely the end of the level, I would guess. We need to find the code and put it in that computer. Alright. Or do we have we may have it. Hold on, let's see. Okay, 3? Evolute, what is... 12! Backwards, it's 12! Oh, hold on. That's 12. 9? I mean, yeah, that would be 9 backwards, right? Like, in German, that's no... Okay, fine. However you want to do it, game. Or maybe they're just jumbled up. So... 3, 12, 9? You usually don't... So 3, 1, 2, 9? Maybe? Let's find out. Because having 12 in there is kind of weird, right? I mean, it was supposed to be. Oh my god, that was it. It was supposed to be. I'm having a great time. I mean, yeah, it was intended to be. I heard so many bad things about this game. Oh, shot of hot sauce. Thank you. I gotta keep on track here. We're supposed to be having a bad time. Shot of hot sauce. That is lovely, actually. Thank you. Guys, this was meant to be I've heard so many terrible things about this game. Graffy, good morning. Hopefully you're doing well. Maple, say hi to our friends, please. Get a shot of hot sauce ready. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you decide. Defoe, you redeem some hot sauce. I'll do either a full shot of the gross tasting milder hot sauce, or a full tablespoon of the better tasting, much hotter hot sauce. So I'll let you decide actually, because I've got two ready. One is grosser and not as hot. And I'm going to be doing more of that one, I guess. More of the less hot ones. So they kind of meet in the middle a little bit. A tablespoon of the hotter stuff is still hotter than a full shot, but it also tastes much better. So, yeah, I was going to say, one of them is hotter, one of them is grosser. But the amounts, you get closer to about the same level of heat, almost. Closer. When I say hotter, I mean that one is pungently hot. It burns. Alright. Well, that's good for me, because I was going to have to rinse off a tablespoon. Alright. Cool. Okay. Get some hot sauce ready. I was thinking about... I removed shocked bee. I was thinking about changing it around to make it spicy bee, just putting fire inside of its mouth. Tears in its eyes. But we'll have to see how that goes. It really depends, like I say all the time, it depends on how often people are going to be able to oh, help, I'm here. Alien, good morning. How are you doing today? Oh, I was about to get Maple to wave hi for you, but there she is. How are you doing, friend? You got me just in time. I'm about to take a shot of hot sauce. No, she was trying to say hello, but it was a typo. Really good of you to look at Defoe being helpful. He sees a friend in need and he's on it. He's like, you know what, friend, you need help, I'm here for you. Great friend. Oh, one sec.
Yeah. If you quit.
Family's ordering pizza. Hold on. That is Ellie. Hold on. Let me, there she is. Ellie being a sweetie. Kind of like, I'm not sure how to fix that because there's a lot of sunlight going on. I don't know if there's any way I can fix that. But she's just napping. That's her favorite spot, usually. That corner of the bed she likes to lay on. She's adorable. You should pet her all the time. She's very soft. She's got really thick fur. She's incredibly soft and she loves to snuggle. Oh, I did that for a reason. Hold on. Hot sauce, right. Hot sauce time. I don't have any shot glasses, so I used one of my medicine caps. Got plenty of medicine. Alright. Right. What is my shirt? It's a cat hugging a rocket ship. Got a lot of cat shirts. Oh, that's something. Oh, Christ. Thank you, Defoe. Keep them on my toes. Now, I got a lot of shirts with cats and space in them. Like a lot of space cat shirts for whatever reason. Like several shirts with just cats in space. It's an aesthetic. Why did the game get smaller? Has the game been that size the entire time? What is... Oh my god, I think it has been. Oh, right. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, get some rest, friend. I appreciate stopping by. You're good company, but yeah, make sure you get some rest. I will talk to you later. This is Mortal Kombat Special Forces. It's a 3D beat 'em up style game. Good morning, MX. How are you doing today? Alright, so we got that code. Wait, did this door opened up, I think. Oh, that's the end of the level. Oh. Or at least the end of the area. I'm doing pretty alright. I'm enjoying some company with friends. Playing a great game. Okay, find key cards and track your way through these sewers to Tasia's? Tasia's hideout. Let's call her Tasia. Tasia. I see the apostrophe. I'm thinking Tasia like Anastasia, so that's why I'm calling her Tasia. Alright, how many, this game actually has really good music. The boss music is really good. Okay, we got 18 sniper rounds. I have a couple of complaints, but I mean, by and large, this has been a really good game. There's enemies up there you can see because their health meter popped up. Draw distance kind of sucks. The camera kind of sucks, but besides that. Alright, get my gun out. I pulled out my gun. Ran out of bullets, but those guys are... Alright. Right. That is the same game universe, like they exist in the same world. I don't know if they are in this game. Actually, didn't we see Scorpion in the intro? Here, let me I'll make a save state. Let me replay the intro for you, because the intro is actually really cool. Hold on. He is in here. In fact, it looked like there was a new ninja that didn't appear in any of the other games. Like, he's exclusive to this, and I'm very excited about that. If the order of the bosses goes based on the order they're introduced, then he would be the last boss, but that's... I mean, alright. I mean, yeah, it's... hold on, let's, I'm not sure how loud it is. It's like 20, we're doing 29, I think. Let me turn up the intro just a little bit. Look how cool this is. Man. I was like, there's Scorpion. No, that's Tremor. Oh my god. I didn't realize until right now. After this, they introduced they mentioned a guy named Tremor, and we knew he was a ninja. That's not Scorpion. That's Tremor. Oh. So there really is a new brown ninja. Oh my god, I love that. So these are all of the bosses. This guy we killed, he's fire themed, yeah. Oh. Trevor, yes. Ninja Go. I'm not familiar with Ninja Go. Okay, so my thing is, I don't know if I'm far enough away from for him to stop shooting at me. Hold on. I'm certainly not. Buddy, Stop it. If nothing else, his bullets didn't seem to do a ton of damage to me. They barely hurt me at all, so that's alright. Alright, hold on. Got some 6 bullets. If we aim, that would be enough to kill one of these guys. So let's try to do it that way. Really hold off on using our better, like, we know that's enough to kill a dude if we aim right and we can get to them before they get to us. Like, assuming I can shoot at them without them seeing me first. You gotta aim, MX. You gotta wait. You can't be wasting bullets all willy-nilly. There's a war going on. Up. Alright, well that's one of them dead, and I can pick up his bullets over there, but another gentleman over there still, so let's do one of these. I think he went back around the corner. No, he did not. Hold on. Oh my god, I love this. Oh. No worries. Appreciate you, MX. Thanks for stopping by. You're always good company. Hope you have a good rest of your night. I think there was another one. Oh, you get a headshot. That's just one. Oh, I love that. Thank you. The draw distance kind of sucks, but I mean, oh, hard to say no to that. And while we're doing this, we're grabbing some more bullets. I don't know how many there were, but that may be all of them. It's hard to tell. It's hard to get dudes around corners, but it seems like you can have them see you and then run away, and they'll run around the corner. So you can just do that. So you don't have to round the corner. You can get them too. They're not smart enough to keep chasing you. Okay. So until we find anyone else, let's switch back to our other gun. And I'm changing the stream title because this is actually one of the most fun games I've played in a while. It don't seem right otherwise. I mean, yeah, well, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, so let me know if one of you guys thinks of a better stream title. Alright. Yeah, the camera's very disappointing, but besides that, yeah. God, like, look at this. God, I wish the camera didn't suck. And there's no way to fix that. You think, like, I'm sure there would be, because anytime you make a game, you're just building stuff from the ground up. You think if someone put enough effort in, they'd be able to go into this game and make a better camera? I'm sure they could, right? If you can build a camera from nothing in the first place, you can absolutely just go into a game and do that, but replace the existing one, right? I don't know how games work. That seems like a thing that you have to be able to do, right? Three bullets isn't enough to take a guy out. Oh, but they each have guns of their own. Hold on. If I take them out with a sniper, I can just have their bullets. Yeah. Can I hit you from here? I'm sure I could, right? Really? That didn't count. I seem to do it. Yeah, okay. Lovely. Yoink. Mine now. Yep. Sir, knock it off. I'll have what she's having. Oh, I love that it just tells you when you have a headshot lined up. You don't even have to zoom in. It's just like, here you go. This is it. Oh God, that's beautiful. Oh, I shouldn't be enjoying that as much as I do. I'm pro gun regulation, but it's a video game. It's fine. Well, yeah, you know, it's just, yeah, if you really have to, but still weird. Okay, that door's open, so... Okay, so I don't... It doesn't seem like we need codes to open these doors, or we're just... Just lets us open them. Yeah, God! Ah, serpentine. Hey, buddy. You want to knock it off? Oh my God, that was an actual headshot. Sir, how many times do you have to shoot this gentleman in the head? I recognize you have more HP. Still, in universe, that makes no sense. Maybe his head's bulletproof, you don't know. It's literally a game where there's like electric gods and, you know, movie stars that shoot fireballs out of their hands. I suppose that's fair. It's a weird place to draw the line is what I'm saying. There seems to be a far wall. Am I right on that? Yeah, alright. Well... Oh, just a room. Keycard. Sir? Christ. Really? Fine. Oh, good lord. Haven't had to actually punch a guy in a while. Oh, that sucks. Dude took all my health. We got a full heal, but we also have, yeah, this game got very substantial. We're about to level up, so like when we level up, we'll heal fully too, so I don't want to waste that full heal. I wasted all of my sniper bullets on that guy missing. Ah, that's very disappointing. I really should be using these, unless I've got reason to use this sniper. That's dumb of me. Well, we did get a purple key card, I think it was. It's kind of like frantically running around the area, so... Yeah. The fact that it says level 1 is a bit concerning, but we do have a key card. Sniper bullets? You know how I feel about rooms. Don't trust them. Shotgun rounds. Okay. Guys, I got good news. there's going to be a shotgun. This game got better. Okay, we got the cards, so I guess let's go find where to use the card at. Yeah. This doesn't seem like anything. Weird. Alright. I mean, we got a sniper rifle, though. That's been treating us very well. I feel kind of bad, but we're running out of bullets for it, so... That's been my favorite so far, but, you know, shotgun. That's what I think, like... Oh, we need the card for this door. That's very straightforward. Okay, yeah, alright. It's not like we don't even have to worry about, like, finding where to go next, which is a big problem with a lot of these games. Like, where do I go? Alright. See, shotgun, you don't have a range, though. That's the thing. We've been using this gun at a distance. It's been most helpful in that way, killing them before they even know you're there. So shotgun, if they're going to be running at me anyway, if they've got a gun, I'm going to be taking damage. So if it's anyone with a gun, that shotgun's not going to stop me from taking damage. I'm just going to have to get hit first, right? In an emergency, I guess, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the way we've been using this gun is to kill them before they know we're there. Can't do that with shotgun. Unless we like, sneak up on them, maybe, but that doesn't... Nah. With a camera like this, we're not going to sneak up on anybody, right? I'm just, I'm assuming it'll just instantly kill dudes if I'm close enough to them, but... That's my problem. I'm worried about running up on guys with longer range than I have. There's a guy up here. You know, because their health bar disappeared. There's another. Oh, there's two more guys up here. Hold on. I do still have that sniper rifle, just 2 rounds left of it. But if they're regular enemies like this, I should be able to one-shot them. That may be enough experience to level me up, maybe. My problem is I'm very nearly dead. By the time I see someone, they're usually, like, killing me. Health? 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 I stand by what I said, though. Like, we're about to level up, so it would be a waste for me to use healing items. I wish that I can headshot them even if I can't see them. Oh my god. I just headshotted that man. Beautiful. Thank you. Game. Between you and me, I love you. That is fantastic. I'd say the draw distance sucks, but apparently I can still headshot them. Yeah. Okay, well, eat it. Alright. Oh, yeah, it'll be enough bullets. That'll be plenty of bullets. Got him. In case I say that periodically, eat it. I'm not sure if you ever noticed. That's one of my lesser known catchphrases. If you ever seen Venture Brothers, that's where I got that from. Hank and Dean. Dean, oftentimes when they're just like punching or kicking a guy, he's like, "Eat it," and I always thought that was really funny. I knew this game was meant to be like a top-down beat-em-up. That's what I heard it was. I didn't know anything else about this game besides it was a top-down beat-em-up, and it was really bad. And I'm disappointed. We don't play. We don't do hurting to have fun. Like that's not why we're here. All right. Oh, yeah, here we are, having fun. I guess. Okay. Key card needed. Got him. Oh, bear hugger. In this economy? Alright guys, we leveled up. That means we got our health refilled because this game just knows this game really knows how to treat you, is what I'm saying. This game knows how to reward a person. I appreciate that. Okay, bullets. Gotcha. There's that card. This time we got the guy in the doorway with our machine gun equipped, not our sniper rifle, so that made all the difference in the world. And actually, like percentage-wise, the amount of experience we need between levels seems to be going down. It was like when we reached, like one was like, yeah, you need 200 experience points, and it was like, yeah, you need 2,000 experience points. Yeah, you can just like tap, like it takes only a few bullets to kill a guy. So like with this, if your aim is good enough, you can actually just like snipe dudes with this by one bullet at a time. It's great. But if you're in a situation where like they know you're there and you can't do that, you can just tap 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 and they will die with just a few bullets. It's great. I love it. Let's continue. This game's flexing. This game is just showing off at this point. It's like, hold on, we heard you're having a fun time. Heard you're having a fun time. Let me throw a fun sewer level at you. I know sewer levels always suck. Hold on, let me show you. And I'm having a great time. Kind of mad. I will say the boss fight was really dumb, but the music was really cool, and it was funny. Like, we cheesed him by sneaking up on him and bonking him on the head over and over and over again, but like, well, it wasn't a great boss fight, but alright. Okay. Computers more, and we gotta get into some greats, right? Fine. The game's been very straightforward, so like, I don't actually need to know my objectives, they just make it very clear what you're doing. We got 2 full heals left. No sniper rounds, 32 machine gun rounds. And 8 shotgun shells once we get a shotgun. There may have been one in the last area we just missed, but let's hope that's not the case. Maybe. We'll see. This game is like half beat 'em up, half like stealth mission kind of thing, and I love it. Wait, what? Did it not? It did. Okay, well done. Hey, buddy. How are you? Yoink. Lovely. It takes just enough bullets to kill a guy. And that's how many more they drop for you. That's so nice. If you're smart with your bullets, you'll just get as many back as you spent. Oh, man. Mortal Kombat Special Forces, have you been peeking at my Christmas list? Because you seem to know everything I want. And I'm happy about it. Oh man. That's what I mean, you never know what game's going to be good or bad until you play it yourself, unfortunately. Because this is all meant to be bad, but everybody on the internet, every human being on the planet says this is a bad game. How was I supposed to know? I can't like watch an entire playthrough of a game because then it's all spoiled for me. I don't want that either. This is one of the ones that's like, yeah, it takes a little bit of effort, but it rewards you in that way where you can just like benefit from it tremendously. And like that's a good thing, right? Like, yeah, you can't just just do infinite bullets at dudes. You would die a lot. I think that's fair. The game is asking that you put thought into your actions. I thought that was a good thing. I don't know. I don't know. I've been having a good time with this. Like a really good time with it. This is one of the this was supposed to be like a safe bet though. Like I said, everybody says this is a bad game. So I was like, I was sure this was gonna suck because the last one we did was it was bad. It wasn't that bad. So I wanted to do one that was supposed to be really bad for today to make up for it, and I'm having fun. So that sucks, but you know, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I will defend this game, actually. Ooh, he looks like he got a shotgun, don't he? Look at that guy. You see? I can't zoom in because I don't got a sniper rifle anymore, but he looks like he's got a shotgun, don't he? When enemies drop ammunition, it doesn't just disappear either, so you can just take your time. Yeah, he dropped a shotgun. Oh, buddy, come here. Yoink. Oh, we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, close range. So I'm guessing it does a terrific amount of damage at close range. And I appreciate that, because yeah, sometimes we're in a situation where it's like, they see me and we're close up with each other. I don't have the opportunity to snipe them like that, in which case, yeah, this would be great. I don't know, one of those infinitely strong bald dudes shows up. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Oh. Well, what's the new message? Hold on. That's the one we got. Hold on. Oh, okay, so anytime you pick up a new weapon, it says new message. It just tells you about the weapon. You pick up a new weapon, it tells you about it. Tells you the buttons, tells you what it's good at. You know, I can respect that. There has to be dudes in this room. Look at that room. Do I have the key card? Is that the one I have for this one? That is the one for this one. Okay, so is Robot Lady gonna do it or not? There we go.
39 Ellie 39 Bella 39 miles.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you, Pig. Appreciate you for the bits. They are. Let me hit you with a free cat status. Oh, Ellie went back for some more food. Their food's about done, but she's licking the last bits off of their plate. They had their lunch 2.5 hours ago about. So she's finishing that off. Bella just got done. She was walking about a bit. I was scratching her behind the ear. Now she's curled up on top of her box, where I got some pillows on there and I got my jacket on there, and she's curled up. That's one of her favorite spots. Oh, and Miles, he with this new camera angle, you'll probably be able to see where he is. Hold on. I mean, you can't see him, but you can see where he is. So you see that, if I can, right here, ish, that on the skirt of the bed, there's something pressing. He's on the other side of that. So I've got some shirts and things in that box on the floor, and the sheet on the bed hangs down low enough where he can hide behind it. So he's in that box on the other side of that curtain. That's his favorite spot in the world now. That's where they are. Yeah, that's like honestly, if I were small enough to fit in that area that he is, that sounds great. Really snuggly in there. Thank you for the bits. I don't know if I mentioned this to you. I've since updated the bit emotes. Everyone should have got upgraded, or at least changed around. I think your Uru B or your Uru B became Chrono Steel B, which is mostly because I didn't like the fact that such a high-ranking, powerful bit emote that you had earned was just kind of like dark gray. It didn't look that great. Like, it didn't look very impressive, is what I mean. You deserved something better. So, Chrono Steel, it's blue, and it's very. I think it turned out very pretty. But everyone up until Daedric, I think, got upgraded by one, and then after Daedric, I think I know I updated Uru, but they got moved around a bit. Okay. So there's one guy. There's at least one more person in here. I can see their health bar. Or no, their health bar is gone. Oh, alright. Ooh. Oh my. That looks even better than I wanted it to. Oh, that's fan. Thank you. I'm thrilled about it. Chrono Steel. It is. Let me tell you about Chrono Steel, because I told you about Uru when you got that Uru beam. Chrono Steel is from Doctor Who, and that's how I ended up with the colors. I actually those specific colors. I put a lot of work into making the colors right for those. Like a lot. Like, if you knew how much time I spent getting those colors just right, you'd be disgusted. But oh, there's a guy down there. But I basically opened up several, like Doctor Who, the TARDIS, the blue box. I opened up several different pictures of those, and I was comparing colors and sampling colors, and I spent like an hour plus on making sure the blues in that were just right. But that's where Chrono Steel's from. It's from Doctor Who. It's a type of metal that is forged within the time vortex. And the time vortex is like, if you think about the universe is to space, what the time vortex is to time what the universe is into space, right? So it's a type of metal that is forged within the time vortex, and it is has the special property in that it's kind of vague how they describe it, but it has the ability to alter the course of time. Chrono Steel has the ability to change the direction of the flow of time. Oh, that's very impressive. Alright, wow. Alright, we can't get this guy from up here. But there's a med pack down there. Okay. So we need a key card to do this one. It seems like... And the key card to do this one, we have this one. Okay. So we got a key card. We gotta pass through this room a few times, it seems. Is this an elevator? No. Oh, this just goes down there. Okay, yeah. No, there's a med pack and there's a gentleman around the corner that we need to murder. Alright. Let's across this room. The draw distance isn't good enough. Kind of. Hold on. I want to see if there's any enemies over there. Mostly. There's that guy. I'm sure I could kill that guy if my aim was good enough. But let's wait. I can actually kill this guy right here. I just need some precision. But yeah, it's very powerful metal. Every I did my bit emotes up to a certain point. They're based on value. Oh, I can't hit you from up here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they're based on value, and then after a certain point, they're based on power. Like they, fictional metals and stuff have properties like that. That one is more powerful, much more powerful. Like it can alter fate. I mean, it changes the flow of time. That's wild. That's a very powerful bee there. You can still, I don't know if it shows up on the OBS, but in the very top right corner they have a health bar. So anytime I shoot them, I can actually see while I'm aiming how much health they have left. So I don't have to waste any more bullets than I need to. Yeah, it is a very pungent bee. And you've absolutely earned that, so I want to make sure, like, yeah, like Uru. Uru is a strong one. I was saying before, Uru is the metal that, like, look at this camera angle. Look at this thing. I hate it. Is there... Yeah, I was checking to see if there's, like, a camera button. I just been missing this entire time, because that would make this game perfect. No. Yeah, Uru is the material that Thor's hammer's made out of. And it's very good at holding an enchantment. So it's not inherently magical, but it lends itself to being magical, if that makes any sense. Lovely. I forgot that we can climb on stuff. More shotgun shells. Or can we? Hold on. We're supposed to be able to.
Oh, by the way, happy Pi Day. Oh, by the way, happy Pi Day.
You have to understand the amount of fear I just experienced, Big. She said that before the alert sound went off. All of a sudden, there's a woman right next to me. Oh, by the way. Oh, oh my heart's pounding. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the Pi Day. Oh my God. Okay, you can climb on stuff, but he has to. You can't if your gun is out. That's interesting. I forgot that we can climb on stuff. I just wasn't. Yeah, about peed myself. Oh wow. God, that's the first time that's ever happened. She said it before the bits noise happened. That was, let me just say, that was terrifying. Right. You know how I feel about robots. But thank you for the bits. It's good of you. One of these days you're gonna end up getting that plexiglass bee, and I've got no response to that. I'm not prepared for that in the least. What? Oh, you activate all these and it leads you to a room at the end. Like it makes a walkway with all of them. Hold on, can I can't climb on that though. I was gonna say, until then, can I climb on it? No. Okay, you activate each of these 3 bridges. Like, Jeff. And then you can go there, okay. Tissue paper bee. Nah, plexiglass bee. The most powerful bee. In case you're curious what the most powerful bee is, there you go. Let me just answer it for you. That was a Jeff Bridges joke. Thank you. I make those jokes with you around because no one else ever gets them. It's just, I'd say things and nobody ever notices. You, though, you pick right up on it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, I know where we need to go. The other side of that room, I'm betting there has to be a ladder upward. I'm guessing. Because we've seen one of the key cards, so we know where that is. God, that was such a stupid joke. But you pick up on it every time. That's what I mean, Big. You're very powerful. Can't sneak a joke by you, no matter how bad it is. Oh, man. Yeah, there's an elevator right over here. Or our elevator. There's a ladder upward. Boop. Enemy? 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 No? Oh, I mean, a health bar would have appeared if there was an enemy, right? Yeah, I guess. Like this. Oh, there were guys over here. Hold on. I don't think I can hit them from down here. Or can I? Because we have part of that walkway built. If I can hit them from a distance, I would much prefer that. Because not only would we not take any damage, we would save bullets. And there's a war going on. We got rations and bullets. Do our part. Alright. I'm really liking how that Chrono Steel V looks, though. Like I said, I'm a fan of Uru, but dark gray, and I recognize most people use the dark theme. And against the dark theme, it didn't look that good. It took me a while to recognize that because I used the light theme. And against the light theme, it looked halfway decent. On the dark theme, it's just bad. Oh. I'm guessing there may be another guy over there. Either way, that seems to have done it. Can I just... Oh, it won't let me walk down. Or what if I don't have the gun? Can I? No? Alright. So we can't just drop down then. Yeah. When I'm streaming, anytime I've ever... Hold on, let me... Like as a streamer, I recognize you don't mess around with this kind of stuff, but let me just... Nope, there's another version of my game. Hold on. Chat. There, that's you. When I'm streaming, it defaults to dark like this. So that's the dark theme. But in my personal, I always use my laptop when I'm on stream for other people. I just hang out with other people on stream as an audience. And it's always light themed. So you replace that dark gray with white. The same way Discord has a light theme that nobody uses because it's disgusting looking. Switch Discord to the light theme sometime and you'll want to claw your eyes out. It's bad. It's so bad. And periodically I switch my Discord to light theme just to remind myself how good I have it. It's really bad, but like I said, every once in a while I leave it on light theme for a day or two just to remind myself, you know, let you know how good you have it. But Twitch though, permanently, I leave my Twitch on light mode, always. Oh, there's a guy in that room, maybe, or I'm picking up on a dude. Hold on, or it could just be he's in this room. I'd be willing to believe that. That's probably fair. I can't actually defend my mental state. I mean, like legally, I'm mentally disabled. So like, you know, when you're right. But at the same time, for me, Twitch just doesn't look right unless I've got my light mode on. I associate dark mode with streaming and light mode with viewing. Gotcha. Yeah, in my mind, that's how it works. Because like I said, I just showed you, when I'm streaming, it's all in dark mode. Yoink. So we should just need one more. And those are the greats they told us about in the objective, yeah. No, yeah, when I'm viewing, I do light mode. In my defense, when I was signing up for Twitch on my laptop, it auto-defaulted to light mode. And it took me like several months before I even realized there was a dark mode. And by then, I was just so used to light mode, I just stuck with it. Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. I think we're about done then. There may be a few enemies at the end of that bridge we do, but that should be everything we need to have the grates turned and walk across. So like that's my argument for that. That's why I think Discord light mode looks so much worse than Twitch light mode, because Twitch light mode I had just, that's all I knew for a few months. And Discord defaulted to dark mode instead, so I'm used to that being dark mode. That's the argument I'm going to make for it. Also, I'm old, and hear me out. Big can contest to this. Back in the day, there wasn't dark mode for things. Everything was light mode. Everything was always just white and text on it. And anymore, everything has a dark mode. But back in the day, it was always just white text or black text on a white background. So I never questioned that there was even a dark mode. I just assumed it was like that because that's what I'm used to growing up. But now everything has a dark mode. It's like trying to use a cup upside down. Oh my god, thank you. Oh god. Oh, magical. Bless you. Oh god. Oh, I love that. Alright, that should be it. There may be some enemies at the end here, but... Oh, no, hold on. We gotta go up. Right, up, yes. Oh, I actually had to wipe some tears out of my eyes. That was fantastic. Keep an eye on the top right of the screen. It'll let you know when enemies are nearby. So, like, the game is trying really hard to get around the fact that it has a terrible camera. I mean, me too. I enjoyed the experience. So thank you. It tries to get around the fact that it has a terrible camera by, like, a few things. Like, it gives you aiming. Enemies' health bar will pop up in the top right if they're anywhere near you, so you know there's one around. So it's like... It's trying. Oh, this seems like a boss fight. You know how I know? The boss fight music. I've got 3 of these. So essentially we have the equivalent of 4 full heals. You really... I've got my brightness cranked up. Is there something wrong with me? I don't mind a white screen. Is that... Am I weird? What... This whole time have people just been like disgusted by white screens and I'm the weirdo? Or I thought that was normal. I thought that was just the standard. Where did we get another detonator from? Actually, where did we get another detonator from? Hold on. Oh my god, we got a shotgun. I forgot. Oh. Oh. 18 shotgun shells. No sniper, that's fine. We've got 23 bullets with a regular gun. I guess a detonator if you really want to use that in a fight badly enough. And punching. We always have punching. Let's make a save state so I don't waste all my bullets, but let's see what the shotgun does. We're gonna test out this shotgun now. Oh, you do stuff. Hey. Ouch. So you were just an actual, Oh. Hold on. You know how Tremor is a new ninja, like Scorpion Sub-Zero? I think she's intended to be a new, like, you know, Melina and Katana? The lady ninjas with the fans and the knives and stuff. I think she's a new one of those. They're like purple and... yeah, I'd be willing to bet she's meant to be a new one of those. I mean, the shotgun seems to be doing it a little bit. I don't know, she's green? Which I guess would stand to reason. The other ones are already... Whoa! Man! Jesus Christ. It takes... The shotgun isn't fast enough. It's weird to say, but the shotgun actually, it takes a bit of time between shooting. And she just kind of comes in and whoops you. Yeah, for boss music, it's really exciting. The problem is it takes like 6 hours to beat a boss. And it's hard to keep your adrenaline up for that long, good music or not. Alright, so that is unfortunate. I wonder if I can cheese her like I did the last guy, if you punch them from behind. Ouch. Oh, the gas. It's not the shotgun, it's her gas stuns you. Okay. I hate... Oh, this thing's chasing me. Okay, so can I use the shotgun? I just had to be smarter about it, which is an issue because... Alright. Detonator. Oh, I just used it, didn't I? Well, you know... Oops. Oh, that hit me. Hold on. Let's go back. I don't waste my detonator. Hold on. Use a God bless you for spelling it with a K. Oh, God. 10 out of 10. Eat it. I mean... Yeah. Wait, I just grabbed another... Did I get another one? Oh, hold on. Ouch. How are you... So her whole shtick is just freezing you in place. I mean, I can hit her with a shotgun from over here. It just doesn't do much damage. I mean, yeah. Better, like, a little bit, I guess. Yeah, those light balls, those also freeze you in place because life's not fair. Alright. Eat it. You alright? My question is, how am I supposed to hit her when she has a cloud of smoke that stuns you when it contacts you? I can't punch her. She's surrounded by stun cloud. What is happening? Am I meant to use the detonator? Is that why every time I use one it gives me one? Because if the game wants me to kill her exclusively using a detonator, Jesus Christ. Really? Alright. Oh, well, alright. It seems to be that way, because it just dropped another one. You see the problem here? You see the issue I'm facing? She doesn't... The blast radius is all of like 2 feet. It really wants you to beat her with that detonator. That's disgusting. If I'm gonna stand here, because if I stand here, she'll stand here with me. Yeah. Wow. God. Okay. Yeah. If it hits her directly, she takes a ton of damage from it. I think that's her. I mean, they made it her weakness clearly. All right. Yeah. I mean, if you want me to tank the damage, I'll do that. Heck. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, we figured it out. It's. I mean, what it is Jax is so tough. He just holds a grenade there and it kills them. Like, he's just okay with it. Man. That's a different game. Really? Ma'am, you're not allowed to do that. That's against the rules. No, you're thinking of a different game. Heck. Oh, I just punched her to death anyway. Oops. Alright. Well done. I'm working on it. Maple's gonna have a bonk command. I was talking with Alien, and Maple is going to have a bonk command. I'm very excited about it. It's a very specific bonk command.
That's what you get
Well
for being
done.
a bad guy.
Well done.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the bits, Pick. I appreciate you for it. Thank you.
Jax to Gemini, do you copy?
Yes, Jax, I'm here. Any news?
Oh, yeah. I just saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Honey. Too bad I had to take her out, though. That Tazia sure was a looker.
Jax, you just murdered her. Yeah, that woman I just brutally slaughtered in the sewer, the one whose family's never going to see her again, whose wishes and aspirations and dreams and fears were just snuffed out brutally one day. She sure was good looking. Jax, time and a place.
Jax, the mission, remember?
Yeah, stop fantasizing about the woman whose currently bloated corpse is in the sewer. Okay, Big, appreciate you. Drive safe.
If you can manage to concentrate for a little bit, Jax, I've got some news for you. It turns out that the Black Dragon has tried to put on a respectable face. One of the thugs let it spill that the Black Dragon is using one of the corporate buildings downtown as a cover for their base of operations, but he won't say which one.
Well, Tazia sure wanted to stop me from going any further, so I've got a feeling I must be very close to their hideout. I'll contact you the next chance I get. Jax out.
Tower. I mean, It's a little bit early, but we just wrapped up the second level. And I'm 100% playing more of this sometime. This is the most fun I've had playing a game in a while. So, like, you know, like a couple minor things. The camera, like, I really wish the camera wasn't like this. And the boss fights are, like, very specific, I guess I'll say. To the point where I think the first guy, you were supposed to beat him that way. As weird as that is. So the boss fights are kind of... They could use some tweaking. Right. But other than that, I think this has been I've been having a great time. Yeah. Like, I wasn't expecting to have a good time. I'm sorry. I'm not happy about it either, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Next time, I'll make sure I pick... Actually, I've been meaning to roll something out, but I promise next time it's going to be a really bad one. In fact, I got something special planned, so we'll do that next time, whenever that's going to be. Appreciate you guys. It's about 6 p.m. for me exactly, actually. So maybe I should try to find something to eat at a respectable time for once in my life. Probably not. Let me see. We could try rating somebody. See if anyone's on, first of all, maybe. If not, I mean, you know, no worries. It is a way for you guys to snag some extra points. Oh, I don't think anyone's on. It's fine. Yeah, I'll see you around, Defoe. Thanks for hanging out. I recognize Big is driving and being safe, and that's very, very important. So he doesn't have to respond, but each of you guys, Big, Defoe, Crafty was lurking for a bit. Have some friends hanging out. Luxby was here for a little bit. No, I appreciate you guys. You're always really good company, and you help me feel better. So thank you for that. Days be tough sometimes, so these times I get to hang out with you guys is really important to me. I will see you guys around. Until then, take care of yourself. Even if you don't want to, you gotta do it. Or else.